with the prize pool being $50,000. First place taking home $18,000 and that golden ticket. And here we go with X Team Esports kicking it off. Remember, the winner of this match will be advancing to the playoffs in the next week. So they are really trying to get there. If you lose here, you are eliminated. You are going home. So Zikin is coming in with the E-Dragons. That Queen charge to start up to the top side, not doing any sort of recall spell. So letting that Queen charge where she may. The E-Dragons are now down.
E-Dragons are now down, and the first couple of lightnings are already looking incredible. The Monolith is getting taken care of really quickly. Some delayed loons to tank some more black mines. The Town Hall is getting frozen up. Now it's all about how good he can get through that Town Hall. There is no recall spell in the mix this time. Instead, we have more spell support, but the back end is still looking like a big threat to the King and to the Royal Champ. But the big difference on this one is he has not placed his Slammer just yet.
Yeah, that Slammer is going to come in clutch, but unfortunately, he does lose. No, I was going to say, does he lose his Queen? No, the healers are still on the Queen, which is huge. The Stone Slammer is going to pull. Oh, the Queen pulls out some Rockaloons, but the Skeleton is providing the distraction right now, and the Frosty is actually slowing down that air defense so it doesn't hit that Stone Slammer as fast. And by hanging on to the Stone Slammer, that's looking like it's doing a lot of work here.
That Slammer is doing a lot of work, as you said, with the Eagle going down. And there being mainly 2 threats left to those heroes. Or let's say 3, because the defending Queen is still alive as well. The Expo, the Scatter Shot, and the Queen being the big defenses which are alive at this point for Tryhard and maybe having the chance of turning this around. But the Queen now coming around with the Royal Champion leading the charge. But now a couple of Black Mines hitting those healers.
Yeah, and the Frosty, the Diggy can work together in tandem as the Royal Champion makes her way to the defending Queen. The Super Dragon is really helping, taking that Queen down. Now it's a race against the clock. E-Dragons are a relatively quick attack, so he's got plenty of time still on the board to run this Queen around. My only question is, did that Queen, I remember, I looked, let's see, there was one army camp that was to the far left side. Hopefully Queen went to go get that, and that's not the last one up, because if we were counting here, we're at 94, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, no, we should be good. The army camp should be down on the far left side as long as the Queen can get to the builder hut. But I don't. Oh wait, she could if she walks around the wall, but I don't know if she's gonna have enough time. No, she goes for that wall.
What?
No. I would Queen.
That Queen.
What?
Are you? That is the most stupid wall I have ever seen. I mean, you... What? She could have just walked around the corner. Are you kidding me? That was... I mean... That did not look right. I mean, the Queen not walking around that... I could understand if she would have went for the wall trying to target the builder hut. But the scatter shot was just around the corner.
What was she doing? Queen just walked... Like, if he popped the Queen ability, I guarantee you that when he popped the Queen ability, all the archers would have ran around the wall, and the Queen still would have gone for the wall if he had a Queen ability there. Like, are you serious? How is the Queen going for that wall? She should be walking around it, and the crazy fact that the Queen going for walls right now could be costing teams their opportunity to be getting into a playoffs. That is wild. Granted, I don't know if the Queen would have had enough time to make her way all the way around to the store, to the builder hut, but I guess we'll never know. But now Cynthia is up, and he's got the Skelly Donut Super Barbarian attack as he's taking out the Ground Expo, the Monolith, and this Clan Castle all together.
And this is really interesting, as we normally see this exact same strategy with the blimp, but this time around it looks like that he is playing it not with the Super Archer blimp, but instead with the... Wait, is it going to be a sneaky Goblin blimp? We're going to see in just a second, I guess. And it is...
Oh.
No, it's a Yeti blimp. Okay, so he's taking down this entire bottom side. Clan Castle has been taken care of already. And now he has to walk this entire top side with his heroes, with his Super Barbarians, and the Apprentice Warden.
Well, that Warden's now going to join in with the heroes here, as long as he doesn't find any sneaking air mines, he can stay alive. Does get locked down by the Eagle Artillery, which should probably change maybe to the King or something. Yep. As Super Barbarians going into air defense, helping to take that down. Finally, and now he's going to slowly continue his path around as we got a lot of open walls, dropping a wall breaker to help open even more walls leading into this Eagle Artillery.
Yes, the Eagle Artillery has to go down quickly. That's always the problem. I mean, those attacks are not the quickest, and having the Eagle going down early on is a huge thing. The Queen now separating from the remaining troops and going for that multi-inferno tower. Can she save the Apprentice Warden? No, the Apprentice Warden is going down, but take a look at that wall break. That wall break is getting everything back together, opening the wall for the Queen and for the King.
Wow.
This wall break was genius.
What a perfectly planned wall break to allow this Queen and King to now continue their way through. Doesn't have to beat through any walls. He's got the Royal Champion. 15 Super Barbarians still to use. Cynthia, this is not about swagging troops. This man is making it look so easy.
Yeah, he just makes things look easy. The Royal Champ not even deployed.
What?
And I mean, does he really want to? He really tries to swag it at this point.
He's gonna swag it. He's gonna swag his Royal Champion. Are you serious?
Well,
what?
When you're watching attacks like this, you don't feel that town of 15.
Oh my gosh, he even made the final buildings invisible to slow it down. Oh. Oh.
Not the smartest move, but hey, it's funny, I guess.
Oh, well, that is really putting a statement on your attack there. He didn't need the spells, he didn't need the time, he didn't need the Raw Champion, and he crushed the base. The power of a Skelly donut right there. That base going down. So Cynthia showing us why he's one of the best players in the world. Those Super Barbarians doing work against the base.
Yeah, Super Barbarians are working especially just so good when all of those corners are open and the troops can just leave and enter compartments like it's nothing. You don't need wall breaks. Remember, every single super wall break is 8 housing space, and that is like adding up really quick if you have to bring like 5, 6, 7 of them. So with having those openings, you can reduce the amount of super wall breakers, and this is adding every single time quite a few of those Super Barbarians into the mix. Really good use of the loons with the Warden ability, taking down the entire bottom side. And now we have X Team going in with their next attack, and it's going to be an air attack with a mix of Dragon, Inferno Dragon, and Dragon Riders with a cloned blimp, it seems like.
Well, let's see. The rocket loons on the bottom side did not take a look at how many lightning he had to start. Did he just was not able to take out the multi? Was he too slow or something? Or the question is, did he have 7 lightning to try to take out the eagle? I don't know. I don't think so, because he's got a lot of flowing rages and freezes. But either way, the dragons are down. We've got the blimp coming across with this warden as he pops that ability to protect everything as it makes its way across as the king queen are following behind a golem as the blimp now makes it to the town hall and gets cloned up to help grab the monolith.
Yeah, the question is always, is that worth it to bring so many spells for that? Because I feel like sometimes with the Dragon Rider or something, even the monolith is going down without the clone. It's a heavy investment, and this expo staying up around the eagle is another big problem for the attacker, because eagle is protected by the expo, and that's giving him quite some problems, especially with the unicorn going down.
Yeah, with no unicorn can they continue to heal this queen. She's taking the damage from the Inferno Tower. But the problem is that Eagle Artillery is still up. Pops the King Building. They're not even looping around to go for the multi. The Royal Champion finally comes back, but pulls out that defensive clan castle.
Clan castle, yes, the hound is really annoying for that Royal Champion. Without having a poison, that hound is going to cause some really big problems. X Team are struggling versus the bases of MS Esports. And especially with the start MS Esports had, they are looking really good in this match. The percentage is not the highest for X Team on this one. And just based on percentage, this could get really quickly out of hand for them.
Yeah, unfortunately, a 75% 2-star there, and that's going to really bring it down. Unfortunately, they're going to have to need to get 3 stars from here on out. Depends on what MS Esports does, but if the attacks follow what Cynthia did, of not even using the Royal Champion, imagine that if you don't use the Royal Champion, and your teammate could then use the Royal Champion, you could get 2 Royal Champions. That would be some crazy stuff if you could start to use the swag of your teammates and start to make other attacks a little bit easier. But that's how this works. But it's just Cynthia made that attack look so easy. Unfortunately, X Team could not answer to get a 3-star of their own. So now we have two stars here for X Team. So they got 4. But MS Esports do have the triple, and they're looking to add more.
Yeah, and I feel like taking over some spells or swag sounds more like the clan capital, which would be actually really funny if you can like save troops for your second attacker. But I mean, you can do that with the spell, so this is at least something you could compare it to. But yeah, as I said, it's not possible in the home village.
Yeah,
that would be kind of crazy. Like if you would save some spells or housing space, you can pass them along to the next attacker. That would be kind of crazy, but that would give another depth to the game, or at least like for the pros. I think that would be kind of funny. But either way, we have now MS Esports going up next, and they want to keep up the pressure, because if they're 3-star yet again, it's already a 2-star lead, and that would be only with 2 attacks in on both of those sides, and that would be a lead which is really hard to overcome from the beginning, and especially with well, how things have went for MS Esports so far. Would be a big relief for them. And we have Kingsman in with the Queen Charge Hot Rider attack and starting things off.
Oh,
Blimp catching a Blackman right away, actually.
Yeah, with that Blimp now actually landing and making into the scatter shot, lures out a super minion and an ice golem from this defending clan castle. We have the Queen that she's going to path her way to the right. Healers will be deployed, but this Queen should make easy work of the clan castle. No worries here, as that Yeti off to the far right going to help set the funnel to help push this Queen in towards the town hall.
Yeah, we have the Queen. I mean, she's so slow when facing that clan castle. It takes ages for her to get through that, because remember, we don't only have the freeze effect of the ice golems itself, but their attacks itself. They're slowing down the troop or the building which they're attacking, and you can really notice that with the attack speed of your Queen. Right now, he's just trying to force the Queen inside, making sure that she's going directly for the wall of that Inferno Tower. Now, perfect wall break. She should go for the Town Hall, and that invisibility spell was just some next level stuff right there.
Wow, yeah, that allowed the Queen to walk around and back to the Town Hall. Otherwise, she would have walked inside the wall, and she would have went and started going to the Eagle in a completely different direction. That small decision is playing a huge impact here. And now the Queen is pulling the tornado trap, and here comes the Hog, straight to the bottom side, into the Eagle Artillery.
Right into the Eagle Artillery. Warden now covering most of those Hog Riders. Are there any spring traps to defend against them? There's the first couple of Hogs flying. You have no more Hogs otherwise going down. And this looks like Hog Riders are surviving way longer than some of the attacks we have seen so far. And this is a really, really good thing for Kingsman, with the scatter shot getting frozen yet again. Queen abilities getting used. Bomb towers going down. And this attack looks beautiful, like another 3-star for MS Esports. The perfect start for them.
Wow, well done, Kingsman, coming around with another freeze. The RC's got ability to skip on through, up and around, and MS Esports adding the 3-star here in this attack. Well done to you. Doesn't need that free spell. We saw Cynthia not needing some spells, not needing a Royal Champion. Kingsman not needing some spells. MS Esports doing some fantastic work here right now.
Yeah, really, really good job by them, and putting up even more pressure on the other side. X team are struggling quite a bit on offense and defense. They can't really impact the defense anymore. The only thing which they can impact is the offense, and they need to start 3-starring. Otherwise, this match is getting out of hands even quicker than it already is. I mean, a 2-star lead after just 2 attacks is a really, really significant one. And, well, let's see what strategy they're going to use and what they're going to try next, because the things they have tried so far has just not worked with the Dragon, Inferno Dragon, Dragon Rider, and the Clone Doom Blimp. It was just not working, and, well, I don't know what is next for them.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was not working there. Can X Team Esports turn around? Because at this point, if they don't put up like 13 stars, they're going to have a really hard time. Because right now, if MS Esports 2-star out, they'll be at 12. One more triple, they'll be at 13. So you can see how X Team Esports needs to start to 3-star and needs to bring it in their very next attack. But MS Esports brings some really strong attacks. The Hog Riders coming in and really taking the base down, but it was the precision of that invisibility spell. If Kingsman didn't drop it, it would have walked in around the wall and gone the wrong way. But now X Team Esports, Jaga is in, and Itsu, it's your favorite attack strategy in all of Clash of Clans. It's the Queen Charge Recall Super Dragons.
Well, the magical 0% hit rate strategy. Let's see if he can make it work. I mean, I don't know. For now, he's just charging towards the expo. He's trying to create the funnel. The question now is if he's going to use a rage to recall the queen after that. Right now, it just looks like he's going to take some buildings out, create the pathing, and then going to recall the queen after that. No! Instead, he's raging her up, losing the queen ability, and that's never a good thing.
No, it is not a good thing, but let's see what this queen can do here. Freezing the enemy queen and the scatter together. He says it's worth it to grab the enemy queen, grab the scatter shot, and then start the super dragons. And I'm not gonna lie, I have done this attack here before, and when I failed, of course, and then I tried to fix my fail and learn from my mistake, and I learned that when I was able to charge my queen in and grab the scatter shots with the queen, then it works way better. So he did get the scatter shot, but he did have to invest that queen ability. So let's see if it works here now that that scatter shot and enemy queen are down to the top side.
Yeah, that's the important question with the double multi-inferno tower waiting right behind the town hall for those super dragons. The vulnerability has been used now as the town hall is going down. The queen is trying to push everything further inside. The rage towers are now going off, and that's going to be a lot of damage towards that those super dragons. Take a look at that. They're losing HP so quickly, considering they're only attacked by a rage up multi-inferno tower. But both of them are going down, and the back and expos are set to air. So I'm not sure if that's going to work good or bad for him.
Well, he did take out this clan castle, which was clutch here for the super dragons. And now it won't hit his heroes. He's got another rage. This is not looking too bad. The biggest question is time. So you can see how the scatter shots going down from that queen to the far right side is now allowing his heroes and to continue their way through. It's looking like this finally will work. This is the way to do it with the Queen Charge Recall Super Dragons. The King's up, Queen's up, Royal Champion. Finally, we are getting the triple with this attack strategy. And there you go, Itsu. Now we know how you can do it with the Super Dragon Recall.
Let's go. The strategy is now only 1 out of 20. There we go. It's on the... I'm kidding. I don't know how many attacks we have seen so far with it. But hey, the curse is broke. The 3-star is a great job. And X team is maybe back in this. Depending on what MS Esports are doing next, they have to fake quite a bit. And remember as well that the percentages they had so far before this 3-star were not the highest percentages overall, so that is as well an important factor. So as long as MS Esports 2-star attacks, if they do any, as long as they're like around the 90% mark, they should be still looking fine just on the percentage level.
Yeah, so MS Esports though can keep bringing the 3 stars, and they control their destiny. They just got, X team's got to hope that they fail so that they can start bringing 3 stars to make the comeback It's going to be very difficult to make a comeback against a team like MS Esports, but, you know, anything is possible at Town Hall 15 when 1-stars can come out of nowhere if you lose your queen in a charge or something like that. As Tryhard is now in here for MS Esports, and he's bringing the early blimp. Gonna go into the clone invis. We're gonna have super minions or a blizzard. It is super minions indeed. Not going for the town hall, but everything around in this compartment here.
Yeah, next invisibility. The Royal Gem is going down. Is the Inferno Tower going down as well? That's the question right now, though. The Headhunters are getting targeted. The Sweeper is on those super minion, and the last invisibility is giving him even the multi-inferno tower and the rage tower. That was some beautiful value right there. A lot of buildings have been taken care of, and now at this point it is about the heroes. They have to get the tunnel. He's trying to push those heroes in with the super barbarians.
Well done so far. The value is fantastic as his heroes can get to this town hall. Does have 5 headhunters. 2 of them could probably be used on the king to really slow him down. As there's one, is he going to use a second one? No, he just decides one is enough. Since he got the assistance of both the king and the queen to take that defensive king down. So he's going to make his way through. And then he's going to have to start the Lalo either from the top. Yeah, there we go. To move his way up and around. He does have the Warden. The fact that he didn't use a Warden with the blimp now is going to make this attack that much... Wait, was that an accident? That had to have been an accidental Warden ability because he didn't drop any headhunters run across to the queen there.
Yeah, and with the Rage Up multi-inferno tower without the Warden ability, that might be a bit tricky. The first freeze was great, but take a look at all of the damage those dudes are taking from the Rage Up scatter shot. He has still a back end with that Monolith, which isn't the biggest threat to Loons in particular, but still it can wreck those heroes which are still trying to support the Loons on the back end. Yes, now the Royal Champion approaching that Monolith next to the Tornado Trap, rotating Loons away. The Diggy should stun the Monolith any second. Carbon, this might still be enough.
Wow, even with an accidental Warden ability, the RC will burn her ability, skip across here, and there you go. Tryhard is going to get this one done. Doesn't even need the Warden in the core of the base to protect everything, as Tryhard comes away with a brilliant 3-star. The super minions getting fantastic value right there.
And especially how he delayed the last invisibility spell was really, really clutch. Like making sure that he's luring that Electro Titan inside the invisibility spell, because otherwise the Titan would have get targeted by the super minions, and then he would have not gotten the multi-inferno tower, and that's what he was going for. So really clever play by him, manipulating the defense around him with what he's turning invisible when he's doing that. So really clutch play, and this means MS Esports are just keeping their lead. Well, we have already said that X Team needs to hope for defenses, but at this point MS Esports is just not showing any mercy whatsoever.
Indeed, MS Esports keeps the 3-stars rolling, and just like what Tribe Gaming did in the previous match, where they got the perfect war. I don't want to jinx MS Esports there, but they're on pace to continue to do exactly that. But we have some more amazing attacks that are probably going to then come in here because they need to in order for X Team Esports to have a chance. Because if you win this match, you move on to the playoffs. But if you lose this match, you are eliminated. This is the last set of matches that are today, and then we will be back next weekend after this match for the playoff stage. We will know all the teams that make it to the playoffs, and that's where the prize pool is going to be distributed. $50,000 for the prize pool, and of course, first place takes home $18,000. But here we go. X Team Esports is now bringing the Queen Charge Hog Riders with a couple super hogs in the mix. We're starting off with this queen off to the right side. She can path her way to this town hall because he's setting a little bit of the funnel for the queen there, while Sneaky Goblin's coming from some storages down south. Let's see if the queen can charge this town hall and get all this value.
Yeah, and especially the Flame Flinger is looking like a lot of value down there. No Expo even near that area, no mortar whatsoever. So I'm not sure if that is going to be baited at some point but I think so far he did an incredible job of trying to trigger for traps, like scout for traps, trying to take down defenses which could hide some skeleton traps, but so far it's not really happening. This damage on the queen, he has to be super careful, turning her invisible, but wait a second, this means the archers are going for the siege machine.
Yeah, so he drops a poison to try to keep that siege machine alive with a freeze down. He does just clip and take out the monolith. This headhunter is going to clutch up the defensive king. Flame Flinger keeps going, so that poison spell was necessary to help keep that Flame Flinger alive as the hound pops. He could drop a minion, well done, to help take out some of these lava pups, and this queen is going to continue her charge into the town hall, while then the king is now down to the top, so he can send the hogs, the scatter on the right with the royal champion.
Yeah, the queen trying her best to get that tower, but there's so much damage. She should be able to do it though. And pointed out, we have the Hawks with the Royal Champion approaching that base. The first bomb tower though has been taken care of, which is huge for those Hawks. There's the rage now. And you're combining that with the Warden ability, and they're going through that core just so quick. Super Outriders are just so strong. With that Queen charge going perfectly, it's looking like a really clean attack for X Team, and this might be their second 3-star in this match.
This is what they need. They need the 3-stars to be coming in, and this is a brilliant attack, and he swags some of the spells to answer. You know what, M.S Esports? You don't need some of the spells. I don't need some of my spells. And at that point, imagine if you got some style points for not having to use all your stuff. But there it is. X Team Esports gets a brilliant 3-star with these Hog Riders.
Yeah, perfectly seeing the weakness of the base with this Flame Flinger value, and then he just was able to clean the town hall with really, really nice spell usage right there. It wasn't easy to keep that queen alive. Like, that looked like a big damage area around that town hall with the monolith, the raged up king, and the clan castle, and having then like the quick reaction of using the poison for the clan castle troops for the Flame Flinger was really nicely done, and this giving them the second 3-star. Question though now is, if MS Esports is keep 3-starring, those 3-stars do not matter at all, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the thing. MS Esports have been on a roll with their attack, so they just keep that going. They'll be safe, but one slip up is all it could take for X Team Esports to be making the comeback, because they're only down by 1. Well, they're only up by 1, but MS Esports has used 1 less attack. So if MS Esports get that 2-star, then it'll be a 1-star differential in this match here. And then anything could be on the table. If we take a look at percentage-wise, we have, if we add about 20, if we had a 3-star to MS Esports, it will be a 5% differential. So they'll be up by the 5% there. So still, X Team Esports is really hoping for some back-to-back fails to give them a chance to try to make that comeback. Now, Arium is next up, and he's got the Super Hogs as well, but it's not a Queen charge, it's the Skelly Donut here, Itsu.
Yes, indeed, the Skelly Donut to take down the clan castle and that monolith. So far, no shaky hands to misdrop any of those invisibility spells, and he is getting everything he was going for. And he's activating the Town Hall. Not sure just yet if that is a good or a bad thing for him. But either way, Town Hall is activated, the Fern Tower has been taken care of, and now it's all about the heroes.
Yeah, with that queen to the right side behind the giant, gonna make their way through, did activate the defensive rage, and all the Teslas have popped right near, well, not all of them, but a lot of them. Actually, no, they might all be there. There's a couple behind the Expos. So he's gonna maybe even on the other side, since it's probably a symmetrical base here, as the king is gonna try to path his way into the town hall, but these Teslas are gonna really start to shred through this king, especially if there's ground skeleton traps, and there they are, right near this town hall to prevent the heroes from taking it down.
Yeah, the king is struggling quite a bit. He has to take down that royal champion to make sure that, well, his king is not getting lured away from that town hall. King now near the town hall. He's attacking the town hall, which is good news for Arium, but he had to invest quite a bit to make that happen. Phoenix, can the Phoenix and the king save that town hall? Yes, indeed, it's going down. But the Rage Tower is not going down, and that is going to be an important thing for the back end, maybe. Maybe the Phoenix can somehow make that work. The Hogs have started.
Ooh. Yeah, he is investing heal spells for these Hogs, so he pops the Warden ability. Now, through this section where the multi-target Inferno is getting raised up, as he can then heal again, leading into the bottom tower scatter shot, as his queen is barely still alive. She's running down to the bottom, so the Unicorn can heal her up as he's making his push into the defensive queen. But these Hogs are dying off. They're getting spun around or getting flung off the riders. But the RC is making it through the enemy queen, continues her way up and around, but she is going to go down. And we will have a defense that looks like here for X Team Esports. And this is going to give them a hope to try to make that comeback. Because if M.S Esports get a 2-star yet again, and X Team Esports keep tripling, then there could be a chance for X Team Esports to make that comeback.
Yeah, the question now is how many more percentage points can they get on this one? The Expo staying alive in the beginning gave him a really big problem, and this is as well the defense which mattered the most on the back end. 88% 2-star it is, and MS Esports now, well, giving them the one defense, but defense is one story of, like, one part of the story. Now X Team, they have to 3-star every single attack to somehow still have a chance in this one.
Yep, they're going to have to get those triples. If they don't, then MS Esports can kind of relax. They go, all right, you know, we can pretty much take it. But it could still go that way. You can see the percentage is relatively close, within 3% there, and it's the 1-star differential. So this is a very critical attack that's going to have to come in, because if we see a 3-star from X Team, that would put them up to a 95%, because every attack is worth 20%. You then add them all together, that gives you the 100. So that's how you can tell kind of the percentage-wise. So if MS Esports get the 100% as well, they would be up at a 98%, which they would win on stars that way anyways. But this is where X Team Esports need to get their 3 stars, or at least this final triple. And here we go. Melee is in, and there it is. Itsu coming in with a super bowler attack.
And with the recall spell as well. I love it already. Let's see what he is trying on this one. He's using the Warden and the Queen, so he's only going to recall his 2 heroes. He's going to let his healers then just get back to the troops, I guess, or get back to the heroes. Wall break has worked. The Queen is keep working. So where does he want to go? Typically, you try to not use... Ooh, there we go. Okay, recall them to the top. Exactly. Typically, you do not try to lure out the clan castle, because in this army composition, you do not want to bring... that is a wild jump spell, because you do not have a poison spell, I want to say, because you're using the Titans, and on this one, it's the exact same.
Yeah, I'm confused at this jump here, as he's gonna have, he just wants to jump straight into here and have the log launcher then open up deeper into the core of this base, as the king is gonna move straight in, but these super bowlers are all gonna walk to the eagle and then continue to walk around, as a triple ice golem CC has been lured out of the defensive clan castle.
Oh no, the bowlers are walking as I said it. The healers are switching as well, and things are not looking good for him. He tried to get them inside, but he placed them, I think, way too far on the left side, or like on the right side, whatever. It did not deploy them correctly, and this means now he is having a super bowler dive on the right side. He has his heroes on the left side. Everything has been flipped, and maybe the Royal Champion can still carry, but the tests on the right side are making things interesting.
He does have a skeleton spell, which he did drop by the Mylif and the Wizard Tower past the Town Hall. The Royal Champion does go down. The Queen is stepping into the Town Poison. King is going down slowly. He does have the Phoenix, so he'll come back to life right there, securing the Monolith, and now it's a race against the clock, which he doesn't have too much cleanup. He does have a couple party wizards, but pretty much you look at anywhere in the space, there's defenses covering every single building, so those party wizards won't really be able to get much.
Yeah, they're not getting all the buildings out, and this is, well, pretty much GG for X Team as long as MS Esports are getting, well, a 2-star, which should be possible. Let's be honest, that should be possible.
Yep.
But in 20 seconds, I just don't see it happening, that this being a 3-star. Even with the Queen ability, she cannot reach the Expo, and we know how much she likes to attack those walls.
Yeah, that Queen is not going to have any chance there, as Melly's going to get just the 89% 2-star there. Puts them to the, 12 stars? So now MS Esports just need a 2-star to go up to 13 to win this match right here.
That's right. Things looking really good for MS Esports, and we have said that earlier. I mean, they were one of the first teams to get to this 2-win, 0-losses stage, and they are a favorite for the golden ticket for this tournament. But they had just 2 rough last 2 matches, and they're trying to turn things around. With a 2-star, they would secure their spot in the playoffs, their guaranteed share of prize pool, and chance at the golden ticket. This is what is on the line with this next attack. 2-star to win the match.
That's it, right? You can do that. 2 stars, and you're moving on to the playoff stage and have your chance at the golden ticket. Well, here we go. Amualan is in to close it out, and we've got ourselves an early bat spell to distract the air defense, and the blimp is coming on in to help grab this town hall. And then we'll have a Lalo, as he's going to have 1 earthquake, 1 lightning spell as well. Now that's an interesting use case here. What is he going to use the 1 lightning spell for?
The lightning spell could be for headhunters, maybe. But he has an earthquake as well. So is there something you can take? Is that a Royal Champion trick, maybe?
Uh-oh. Is there? Hang on. It might do it. Okay. The RC is already used up top.
Inferno Tower?
Gonna go in. Yeah. Is he gonna try to, like, RC trick the Inferno Tower and skip through? We have not seen that in forever. What was it? Like, Town 13 is when we were starting to see it, I believe. And it was X Team Esports that we saw from, was it not?
I'm not sure where exactly we saw it the first time, but there it is. Roy. No! It's not going for the multi-Inferno Tower, and the earthquake and lightning investment was not paying off. The Inferno Tower left standing, the sweepers left standing, and this is a problem.
Yeah, he wanted to have it skip through it, but it came backwards, unfortunately. Oh, no, it wasn't. I believe, if I remember, it might have been HT Family that we saw it from first. But as we have the Lala with this Warden flying around with that early Warden ability, doesn't have to worry about the Eagle artillery shots because that Eagle is gone. But the multi-target Inferno is going to be here waiting for the balloons coming through. He still has 4 more balloons and an Invis, as he is flying his way through, but pulling some red air bombs, losing these loons fast.
Turning his Warden invisible to keep him alive. The Hound is now tanking that Monolith. More loons are reinforcing from the chop side. Something has lured the... Wait, there's a Hard Rider now, luring that Ice Golem to the bottom side. The Warden has went down, and looks like more like a defense. But hey, they only needed the 2-star, okay? So he does not need to be... yeah, he can't be happy because he just did all what was needed, a 2-star to win this match, and there's 13 stars for MS Esports.
Yeah, 2 stars, all he needed to focus on, and Amualan gets that done right there, which means that MS Esports are going to go up to 13 stars, and they are going to win on stars in advance to the playoff stage and be that much closer to trying to get a golden ticket. And unfortunately, X Team Esports are going to be falling short here, and this is not going to be their match here. Very nice try to them. Well done to MS Esports in this match here.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's still the chance. There's 4 more